Get ready for a capsule. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time. Prepare for life support. Additional life support has arrived. Another life support capsule is now available. The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. Extraction is available if you need it. Another job well executed.
Reported everything tasted like vermin. Nora's got the goods for one lucky dreamer. Who's it gonna be? Coming up next.
Distract the infested while a lone Tenno operative hunts for supplies. Set off the alarms to start. A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound. Look for personal life support modules dropped by fallen enemies. Life support on the way. delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time. Prepare for life support. Additional life support has arrived. Operative is making progress. This will help our cause. When you are ready, go to extraction. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
Hey there. What you just saw was a Iothan treasure.
Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see, bud. Trying to upgrade stuff, so... Oh, okay. And it was a model.
Nice.
Is your mod collection in order? No, I am not equipped to feel envy.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Is Miles Bazaar is actually the main trade hub, and okay.
Hey, came to trade, or did you find some Iothan treasures you want endo from? Hey, welcome to my bazaar. Tenno from all over the system come here to trade. Need any pointers? Oh, this is a fine piece. I'd have a hard time giving this up. I'm not judging, you understand. I mean, you must really need that endo. Will that be all? Been a pleasure. Remember, I'm always looking for more Iatan treasures.
Back.
Welcome back. Gotta give me a minute. So I'm going
Online
to...
game, I guess.
Yes, it is an online game. It's also a cross-platform, meaning you can play with others that are on different devices.
Cool.
So yeah, this is Warframe. If you have a PS4 or PS5, I recommend you get Warframe. What is it about me? Go ahead and tell me.
Sup?
Oh, hi!
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
Have you played Beholder 3?
I have not played Beholder. I haven't played any of the Beholder series. I'm the wrong one. Let me go here. Back. I'm gonna upgrade this one. There we go. Now I have more ability strength. 124% plus more health. I need to get more things. Okay. Wait, no, Archon. Or Arcanes.
Whack this.
Are you asking what this game is? Oh wait, hang on, who joined? Whoever joined, go ahead and type in the chat.
H&M.
one of y'all tell me who just joined the stream? If you're able to at all. A mission, what?
Hey.
Mission was a secondary. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do an easy mission. Lady Prime. Yes, I'm actually running a solo mission to get this one out of the way.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Who just left?
Grenier used to be builders, but now all they do is make war.
Welcome back. Have in the chat whoever joined. Oh, someone got kicked. He keeps getting kicked. Someone keeps leaving and rejoining.
On the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Oh.
Transferring, still holding.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
Well, well, well. Looks like some serious crud is going down out there. Here's to you, anonymous troublemaker.
Good job.
That's just an easy mission.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you. Ha, ha.
Let me show you something. I'm not going to run these missions for a while, but how look at the levels for these on Earth? (102 to 104). I am not running these without a squad. I would die almost immediately, and no one's even doing these lower levels.
Good God.
Yeah. I have everything on the normal start chart done. I'm not doing Steel Path for a while. Yeah, I'm actually, grinding, what was it called? Alloy plates?
must provide
I
cover.
was leaving and
I am
coming back,
alone.
lol.
Wait.
Set off the
So
alarms
do you
and
have a
keep the infested
PS4?
busy.
Oh, lol. Sorry about that, Kai. Oh, Bombay, I'm actually using a PS5, to be correct.
The infested are releasing toxic spores into the area. The emergency life support I am delivering is your only chance for survival. Fallen enemies will drop crucial life support. Be on the lookout.
This game looks fun.
Kai, this is Warframe, the game that I've occasionally been mentioning in the group chat. This is Warframe. It's a looter shooter.
Get ready for a capsule.
There's actually some skill involved, so keep that in mind.
Okay. Hey Kev, when I get to my dad's I might send you a friend request.
Okay, Bombay. Again, I recommend you
delivered a life
download
support
Warframe when you
capsule to
can.
the area.
It's actually a stupidly fun game.
Activating it will buy you more time.
Like, it should not be this fun, but it is. Yeah, there's even gore as well. But it is a rated M, so keep that in mind.
Send me your username on Discord when you get the chance.
I actually changed mine to an adult account, because again, I'm 18, so...
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Okay.
I should be able to send you a friend request, but... Or you should be able to send me one, I'm just not sure if it will come through to me. Also, I like using that ability. Whoa!
Additional life support has arrived.
I would have to send it because my father did something to my account.
That's weird. What do we have? Oh, we have a Netros, Ember, and Octavia. Okay. Shadow Stalker. Oh, great.
See you GTG.
Alrighty. Yep. Are there any questions y'all have for me in regards to the game?
just watching.
The hellhound? Oh, you mean my little pet there? It's actually a helmet
The
charger.
operators just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work.
It's actually called a
Extraction
helmet
is available
charger.
if
It's
you
actually
need
a
it.
secret pet in the game. It's actually the secret pet of Warframe. There is a way to get it, and it's relatively easy.
Oh, same
Yes,
thing in my
exclusive.
opinion. I was gonna say dog so.
Yeah. And someone else just left. Okay then. That's fine.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, so I'm gonna run 10 nightmare missions or 8 stages of that. That's elite. Okay, no. 10 nightmare missions.
Coming
it
up
is.
next.
So, I am going to go here, see if I can upgrade.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
So I can have this and do this. Go. Here. And equip. Spear. Group here. Okay, no. Alert, no. Okay. There are 2 main alerts. I actually see what this man is. See what this man has. And, by the way, yeah. Warframe can be a bit loud. But, this game also has a player-driven, well, technically player-driven
My
economy.
latest safari in the void has
But at
yielded
the same time it doesn't.
spectacular finds. Unique items for the Tenno of distinction.
Oh,
Okay. Here comes in. Objects, get to air skin now. On to the sun. Pointer, ignites. I'm seeing what this man has. That'd be nice for my combo that I'm getting soon. Here's white, Mesa blue, Ignis red, and Darbo purple. Okay. Red booster, no. Okay. Oh, that's Purins. Oh, these are the lunar stuff. Okay. Ox, tiger, rabbit. And then the weapons, the Prism Dual Cleaver, or the Prism Ovex.
come again.
Let me actually see what I can do here. Sometimes... What do I have?
Unsubscribe BTW.
So now you'll be able to watch my streams whenever I go live? Just seeing what I have access of that I don't need.
Yes, sadly, JK.
Hey. Let's see. Let's keep those. I'm gonna take there. Okay, this way I can see if I have duplicates. Okay, I have no duplicates, that's fine. We'll be able to get stuff from him this run. Confession, let's see. Oh. I believe he has galvanized items. No, okay, so he has these. Ooh, if I had enough, I would get that.
I was finna asleep, but am making time for you, lucky ass.
I'm kind of looking around, seeing what people have to offer.
You may explore the sanctuary for new knowledge. You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without you?
That's the Mars spot. Oh.
Ah, I see we are of like mind. The sanctuary will be your project too.
That's research. That's Noah, Curator, crewman, runner, guardsman.
Knowledge must be earned, I will share what
Fell
I
asleep
know,
there.
but you must prove your... These can make you an even stronger hunter.
I have no doubt you fell asleep there, Kai. Power blueprint, I can get that for 50,000. Huh. Hi, Gypsy. Ooh, hi. Hang on. Gypsy's over here. If I'm not doing anything on the game, that's because I have a puppy over here that's loving. Damn it, Gypsy! Damn girl. Ay. Gypsy, stop! Stop with thyself. Hi. I got you. Can you hear the jingling?
I will share what I
Giving
know,
you raspberries,
but
Gypsy?
you must prove yourself deserving. Mm. Mm. Ow. You silly girl. He's a silly girl. Yes. He's a silly girl. Bonk. Got you. Got you, Gypsy. I got you, Gypsy. You silly girl. Pop, 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 pop. Knowledge is the path to the singularity.
Is the dog on your lap?
Yes. Yes, she is. And she's a big girl, by the way. Yes, you are. Talking about you. You sure am. Skis, 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 skis. He's a good girl. He's a silly puppy. Boop. Hi.
Then I wish
And
I was
then
her
my
squeaky
other dog is up behind me.
KJKJK.
I mean, you could make that happen, Kai. Beep. Beep.
Hi.
Oh, good. Come on, Kai, you know you missed it when I did that.
I didn't. NGO.
I know your secrets with that.
I will share what I know, but you must prove yourself deserving.
Damn, I suck at typing.
What are you doing, Gypsy? Gypsy's just chilling on my lap right now. Nina. Mm-hmm. What are you doing, Gypsy?
Knowledge must be earned, Tenno.
Whip. There we go. Now she's off my lap. Just need a little more standing with them, so I can get huddle.
Damn, I really wish I was her then. Again, JKJKJKJKJKJKJKJK. And dang NVM.
Simulacrum. And these are all the mastery tests. I have taken
Hello,
this
others in
one.
chat.
Oh, hey Knight. I'm going to number 13. So actually getting practice for it.
Your Warframe's movement abilities are key to this challenge. Defeat all the enemies before the ground completely falls
Oh,
away.
hi, Knight.
Oops. I fell.
Hollies or JK? Hello, Inferno, you know them? Big people's account names. Can you hello?
Damn it. Oh, I actually hit him.
A formidable performance.
Ooh,
This
hello.
test is now complete.
That was a practice run of that, so I know what to do.
Oh.
Knight, you're lucky you didn't hear what was going on earlier. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Let me see the max rank actually.
Hey.
Where's the highest?
Dim.
Again, you don't want to know. Also, this is what Legendary 3 looks like.
Also, who was Bambi?
Bombi's one of our friends. He's not Reaper, I know that. Reaper's someone else. Ra? Again, someone else.
I wish to know TT. Alive. It's a public stream, everyone can join sadly.
I'm seeing what I can build. I need scissors for snarl decks and Cora. I need to sell a few things. I need to look at some Mars. Get standing for him. Yeah, Sanctuary Onslaught. I'm not doing Elite, definitely not. And the runner. You do this. Do I have equipped? Oh, I do. Good.
Get ready for a
Who
capsule.
is Bambi Reaper?
No, Bombi is not Reaper. I hit that one still.
He said SMTH about sending you a request, and yesterday he talked about something similar.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area.
Oh.
Activating it
He
will
was
buy you
going to
more
send me a
time.
friend request, but Yeah, you still needs to do that once I send him my user.
Was that a fucking baby crying? GTG.
Okay, and no, that was not a baby. That was crying.
Turkey Isle Saya around.
Tenno, prepare for life support. Additional life support has arrived.
Wait, is someone using a good chat?
No.
No one in this chat said anything about crying.
That's weird. Kayla did. She asked if there was a baby crying. She asked that. I don't know if you saw it or not.
So that's why I'm confused.
Yeah, I think you missed it.
It's not showing up in this chat.
That's weird.
Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause. When you need it, extraction is ready. Life support has been replenished.
Oh, I read through live chat and lol. Seems like someone wanted
I've
snuggles.
delivered another life support capsule.
Yeah, that was Kayla. And we don't know what else she wanted. It's something only I know.
Another job well executed.
Doesn't have to be in rules. That's fine. Okay, Knight. Which one of these Warframes from the Lavarian do you want to learn about? We have Atlas, Grendel, Ivara, Gauss, Nova, Ash, Neja, Lavos, Stynex, and Varuna.
Nova? Since you were talking about them last stream, just to keep on theme.
Any friend of history is a friend of the Lavarian.
Remember, make sure to listen, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Nova. Mercurial. Unpredictable. And a miraculous example of harnessed antimatter.
MHM.
Would be a bold fool indeed who tried to tame lightning. One such individual was Wholesome Yer, a freelance problem solver who commanded high fees for his low morals. A deficiency that netted him great success in endeavors where a conscience would have held others back. He is the only figure known to have secured a back-channel charter permitting him to selectively raid certain rails, so long as Orokin ships were avoided. The story of Nova and Yer survives via the captain and security logs of the Orokin vessel Mascus Theodolite. It survives because it was deemed to be of historical importance. Orokin investigators scrutinized every frame of security footage, each line of the captain's log, for assurance that the outcome of this encounter was indeed true. The passenger vessel Mascus Theodolite reported critical problems with her engines. Nova, mistress of antimatter, was deployed to relight the Theodolite's antimatter reactor before the vessel was drawn into the gravity well of a nearby planetoid. 10,800 passengers were at risk. Clipping this Hyandana to herself, she exited her lander. The interior of the ship was deathly quiet. But then, chaos. Behind her, the section of the ship securing her lander was detonated and blown free, stranding her for the time being. From deeper inside the ship, cries for help. Nova sped toward the shouts of trapped crewmen. 8 were locked in flow control behind a hardened glass wall. Opening a wormhole between herself and them, she phased the crewmen to safety as their compartment flooded with lethal gas. Booming from speakers in every hallway, Wholesome Yer declared himself. Wholesome Yer, the man who at one time had run the Pluto Resistance, who spent 3 years terrorizing the rails between Jupiter and Venus just to prove that he could, who took that notoriety and translated it into a career. Security, political assassination, courier runs, torture, graft, blackmail, and in one case, so it was said, genocide. There were graves already dug for him by the many who wanted him dead. Word was, Wholesome already had a tomb prepared for himself on some distant moon, with a table piled high with riches. and a chair, just waiting for him to be sat in for eternity. A man capable of anything, and a man who would rather die than lose. A man easily recognized by the signature item before you. It was, so they say, an item of great personal significance to the old rogue. Why, and what history it shared with him, is a matter of some speculation. Unaware she was being led into a trap built just for her, I don't imagine Nova took any special precautions. This Flux model helm, for example, was fairly standard. The appealing venting displayed her antimatter nature, an announcement of power as much as an evocation of beauty. Where were we? Oh, aye, yes. Nova and the rescued crew moved for the escape pods. Once they were clear, she would about face and find some way to free the remaining 10,792. Alas, thuds and clangs resounded as every life pod ejected into space. Empty. Yer clarified, boomingly, that escape was not an option. To punctuate this assertion, bulkheads slammed down in every corridor ship-wide. The only path Yer left open, worryingly, was the one that led directly to the Theodolite's antimatter reactor, the very thing Nova had come to save. What was the old pirate playing at? Yer answered Nova's unspoken question. He had jettisoned the antimatter core. Without that, it was impossible for the reactor to function, and the Theodolite would smash into the planetoid in a matter of minutes. Yer had been paid, by persons unknown, to neutralize Nova completely. Yer, a man who prided himself upon an ignorance of the impossible, had agreed and devised this trap. Nova was a being created to contain and harness antimatter. The antimatter drive no longer had a fuel core. His proposition was simple. Nova would enter the reactor chamber, crack her own containment, and kickstart a new reaction using her own body as fuel. She could save 10,800 lives, but only at the cost of her own. She had minutes to decide. With a flick of her wrist, Nova's haiku throwing stars took out every camera in eyeshot, killing Yer's surveillance of them. This done, she turned to the technicians she had just saved. She would need their help. Nova walked to her doom. As she entered the reactor's chamber, Yer smugly assured her she was doing the right thing. Within the reactor's observation room, the technicians nodded assent. This was going to be close. From the bridge, Yer sealed the reactor chamber's blast doors. Seconds later, on Nova's signal, the technicians overrode that command. The doors shot upwards, and Nova wormholed out of the chamber and back into the corridor. Leaving that portal open, she created another, straight up into the vent system. On the bridge, Yer had little time to react, but react he did, ordering all prisoners to be killed. In that moment, a portal flashed into existence, Nova launching herself amidst pirate, captain and crew, and showed them what she was made of. In a blinding flash, Yer and every mercenary on that bridge was deeply infused with Nova's antimatter, starting a chain reaction within them. Yer realized what was happening, but too late. With a few precise shots from her Syra customized sniper rifle, Nova neutralized those mercenaries who were quicker off the mark, before grabbing Yer by his brightly irradiated hair. Hurling him back through her network of wormholes, Nova sent wholesome Yer pinging from portal to portal before tumbling out into the reactor chamber. The wormholes collapsed. Yer struggled to his feet as every molecule in his body approached critical. Behind the glass, the technicians gave him a final, grim salute before slamming the blast door closed. Wholesome Yer, pirate and legend, went nova. The reactor caught the reaction. The technicians harnessed it, and the engines of the Mascus Theodolite roared to life. It was, indeed, the boldest of fools who attempted to leash lightning. And so, a notorious rogue, said to be unkillable, met his end in the attempt, as the historical record now demonstrates.
And there you have it. And this is her.
Everything in orders, operator?
Is that a pun?
I will attempt to bypass this vault.
Goddamn.
Anyone else from the Levardian?
That was a strange but intriguing backstory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anshul, could you list their names again?
Okay. So we done Nova already. So now we have Atlas, Grendel, Ivara, Gauss, Ash, Neja, Lavos, Stynax, and Varuna. You can pick between the ones I've listed.
Atlas.
Atlas?
The Leverian exists thanks largely to the donations of patrons such as yourself. Please leave a little something.
Here we go.
This is Atlas, hard as stone. Is it any surprise that his story begins with an asteroid? Temple Telemann had cast a spell on the indentured masses with a song that heralded the coming of a great stone destroyer, a god who would shatter the world and lead them to a great rebirth. The Orokin mocked the cult's off-key singing, their spasmodic dancing, but the spell only grew stronger. Telemann broadcasts would oft-times wedge into control channels to spread their doomsday message. For the suffocated lower castes, the notion of something more powerful than their Orokin masters must have been intoxicating. A brutal Orokin crackdown seemed to be working, until an asteroid was detected on a collision course with Earth. The Telemons celebrated it as prophecy writ true, divine intervention. For the first time in living memory, the Orokin showed vulnerability. It did not matter that the destruction would be total. For the Temple, this was a sign of a new age. A probe was sent to the asteroid, perhaps seeking proof of divine intervention. It found intervention, though it was anything but divine. The rock had been fitted with colossal steering thrusters, and manning those thrusters, a bevy of well-armed Telemen. Having taken fate into their own hands, they set about a final convulsive dance aboard that rock. Battle cruisers, Orgon missiles, a gale force of Dax. The Orokin could have resolved this in any number of ways, but their enemy was not the Telemans themselves. It was their ideas. Atlas alone was sent. As he crashed onto that rock, his Shakiro helm greeted the cultists. Note the angled ballistic plating and reinforced neck protection. He would soon need both. For years, historians felt this tale of Telemon quite improbable, an artifact of Orokin propaganda myth. Then, on our system's outer edge, we found a debris field of small rocks and dust in a lazy elliptical orbit. Upon these rocks, we find the remains of peculiar stone statuary. The petrified figures, clearly temple members, have been frozen into a tableau of struggle and death. Or was it perhaps a dance? This remarkable find forces us to rethink the entire tale as fact. The Stratum Cyandana, reserved and austere, until you turn it over and reveal the glowing hue of the amethyst crystal within. A breathtaking geode. Imagine its spiraling ribbons as Atlas tore toward the killer asteroid's thrusters. His plan must have been to reorient them and push the rock away from Earth. But, as the story goes, as he neared, the cultists detonated the thruster's footings and sent them careening into space. They were no longer needed. Mass and inertia would carry the rock to its fate. Atlas was out of options. Or so the Telemans thought.
Here's the Tanko.
The Techo are perhaps my favorite pieces in this gallery. Note the intricate, ornate moldings, the complex blades. Quite the contrast from Atlas's otherwise workmanlike appearance. The beauty and craftsmanship conceal the true purpose of the Techo, as indentations found in cultist skulls attest. I have to wonder what frenzied dance would have been interrupted, or if the whiplash strikes and jabs of the Techo might have blended into the crowd's fitful celebration. Before you, a rare sight. 2 rumblers, painstakingly recreated from fragments of the aforementioned tableau. How these inert and rigid formations are compelled to life by Atlas defies reason. Yet it is true. Consider the confusion of those Telemans as the very stone they worshipped came to life and set upon them. How could they retaliate against such a thing? Like sparring with a landslide.
Landslide is one of Atlas's abilities. Keep that in mind.
Earth swelled on the horizon as the cult mocked Atlas with their chorus, "The stone shall shatter all." Across the system, every Teleman echoed that final hymn. Children, as far as Neptune, turned their heads from greasy broth and gazed toward Earth. Would that careening stone change everything? Atlas kneeled down, head and hands pressed to the ground in apparent defeat as the Telemon's hymn grew even louder. But Atlas was listening, feeling, the way the stone trembled to the hymn's pitch. The faults within the asteroid became vivid to him, and so a new song rose up. Rumblers, erupting in a godlike rhythm, beating along the faults until Atlas, alone, struck the final resonant chord. A tremor forked through the rock until, all at once, the great asteroid exploded, its dust falling as scintillating rain, sparking across the atmosphere, and then gone. The Telemon's song fell silent, and children as far as Neptune turned away and swirled their spoons in greasy broth.
There you go. That's the tale of Atlas. Gotta check something though. There's no secrets I am missing. There's gotta be something.
That is a strange tale. So he was a hero in his sports? Asterisk, he was a hero of sorts?
Yes, he was. Okay, so we've done Nova and Atlas. Are there any other ones?
Looks scrawny, BTW and OP.
Oh, trust me, Atlas? You do not want to mess with him. Yeah. Any of these other Warframes you want to know about?
Who was the last one in the roster? The draconic looking one?
Oh, Varuna?
Welcome. Try not to touch anything.
Yeah.
Are you ready for her story?
Yeah.
Impressive, isn't she? The relentless hunting shadow of the Knight of Naga Drums. The last thing many an Orokin lord ever saw. Varuna, she-wolf incarnadine. The heart of the pack. Hunter of Godprey. We remember her as a primal horror. The pitiless devourer, stalking burning cities of white and gold, slavering for godflesh. This was not always so. Once, Varuna was the obedient guardian of the Circulus, the holiest of Yuvan temples, upon none other than veiled Lua. Like a loyal beast, Varuna would roam Lua with her 4 steel-maned wolves, the stealthy Dinar, the invigorating Raksh, the stalwart Lycath, and the fierce Ulfron. But what they were sworn to guard was perverse, wrong. In a ceremony reeking of Kuva, the Orokin candidate would force their consciousness into the new chosen body, the Yuvan, consigning the mind of the hapless former owner to oblivion. They call this life-extending process continuity. Executor Tuval was one of the ruling 7 and head of the Yuvan clerisy, high-ranking officiators who enacted the hideous ritual, all of whom were now all dead, torn apart, all save for Tuval, now a man pursued. He abandons his family to that night of horrors, his friends to the flames, and whips his slaves to ferry his decrepit, dying body to his personal ship. Destination? Void-locked Lua. Purpose? To initiate one final ceremony. To trade one last body, one last life for his own, before the Empire burned. To slip the noose and escape the relentless hunting shadow that had, one by one, in just one night, found and eviscerated every last one of his clerisy peers. The shadow that had once protected them. I never liked Tuval. What followed made me loathe him even more.
Here's Dinar.
Here is Dinar, the Shadowed. He gave Varuna the gift of stealth, that she might only take by surprise, but never be taken. Let us speak of what made the Circulus special. The first Void Conjunction. It came suddenly, steeping Lua in malevolent, lashing void stuff. Within the moon plasm, thoughts took horrifying physical forms. Images dredged up from childhood nightmares or adult neuroses were abruptly tangible and real. Madness overtook many. It was to this place, the Circulus, that Tuval fled. Through a void tormented by an extremely unusual conjunction. Thrashing eddies, violent currents, and the appearance of horrifying beasts never seen before or since. It was as if, some have noted, the fabric of the universe echoed the upheaval, tearing apart the fabric of the origin system. Coincidence? I have lived too long to believe so, but can provide no explanation greater than that. Hoping against hope that the void would keep the shadow that stalked him from picking up his trail, Tuval touched down upon the powdery skin of sacred Lua. What Tuval lacked in loyalty, he made up for with rat cunning. He should have known better.
That was Dinar. Up to Raksh. This is what Raksh looked like before it became a head.
It is unclear precisely why Lua is a site of very special void conjunctions, but enacting continuity within the Circulus and Uvarium thereupon guaranteed a strong transition.
They're wolves.
As certain rituals were correctly observed. A privilege reserved only for the Seven themselves. Imagine the scene as the innocent Yuvan would have witnessed it. The vivid insanity of it all. The appointed soprana bridging the gap between worlds with her song. The Orokin executor shrilling the ritual words. The bone-white void creeping in on all fronts. The Kuva steaming scarlet in its glass bowl. And the imposing wolf giant, Varuna, pacing the perimeter, 4 loyal wolves at her side. This wolf you see here is Raksh, the defender, Varuna's own loyal guardian, as she protected her Orokin overlord from whatever madnesses the void conjunction would bring, of which there were many. And on that night, Tuval had no such guardian. Quite the opposite. Now, Tuval would need flesh into which he could pass, but the shipments of fresh young bodies from across the system were no more. Tuval, we will see, had laid a dark contingency. Rat cunning, as I said.
And he was like us.
The third of Varuna's wolves, Lycath, the stalwart brother, the provider, and soul of the pack. We know that Varuna and her wolves had...
3 doggos, 3.
There's 4.
She had watched the mists and savagely destroyed anything that menaced the ceremony, flanked...
Is she able to summon the doggos?
She can't manifest their physical forms, like their full bodies.
As they called it, was
You'll see later on why.
The Orokin,
doggos,
aged and foul, would slouch and leer as the Yuvan, young men and women, cultivated on Red Mars and worlds beyond for this dire purpose, were paraded before them. They would make their choice, conduct the ritual, And then, well, that young life would be gone. And when those eyes opened once more, it would be their murderer looking out from behind them. Is it any wonder Varuna, freed from the leash of loyalty, was so intent upon making a meal of the Yuvan clerisy? I think not. Let's get to dessert, shall we?
On to Ulfrun.
Behold, Ulfrun the Fierce, the most formidable of Varuna's sept. Executor Tuval scrambled to set up the ritual room. This time, the ceremony was different. Instead of a soprano, there was a mere mandochord playing automated notes. And instead of the prepared Yuvan, there was a most unusual cryopod containing a young child sleeping peacefully. The aforementioned contingency. In Tuval's hands, so it is said, were an artifact and a codex belonging to none other than Albrecht Entrati himself, father of void travel, and a man who had sacrificed his sanity to it. Tuval opened the book to pages strange and profane. We know this, having retrieved it from the site much later. It is my belief that Tuval intended to protect himself from the horrors the Void would unleash, using what amounted to a madman's grimoire. A desperate act indeed. I like to imagine that as he parted his withered lips to begin the ceremony, to call down the Void, that was the moment he heard Ulfrun's ravening howl.
That's the fourth and final wolf that Varuna has control of. And here's Tuval.
From Void signatures, evidence at the site, and what recording technology survived that once-in-a-lifetime Void conjunction, I infer the following. Forgive an old man some dramatic license. The kuva was poured, the lamps were lit, and the ritual of continuity began. As Tuval intoned the barbarous versicles of continuity, a horde, the breadth of which had never before been seen at such a ceremony, massed in the gathering void. Things with two heads or none, lopsided, broken-horned, perhaps drawing their being from Tuval himself, as if expressions of his vice. At this moment, I believe Varuna and her pack attacked, hoping to end the ceremony before it began. No such luck. The circle's site was later found to be treacherous with the remnants of slain abominations. Varuna and her wolves tore into the manifestations, rending with axe and fang, while Tuval droned on, panicked. The pack hacked and tore their way through the throng toward him. Why was Tuval not the first to fall? I cannot answer. Perhaps Albrecht's work had something to it, or perhaps those beasts simply understood that this wretched old man was the only thing keeping the door open for them. Tremors shook the surface of Lua, and a great cry rang out, like that of a mother crying for her children. Tuval sweated. The kuva trembled in its bowl. Varuna was relentless, demons falling to blade and fang. But it was not enough. The hordes of the Void are without number, and this one, if hell has a hell, then those monsters knew it well. Gentle-eyed Raksh was the first to fall to scything blades. They killed Lycath next, then Dinar, and Ulfrun last of all. Varuna had howled many times before, in hunger, in anger, and in triumph. But now, for the first time, She howled in grief.
Before it died. And you see those heads on her body?
No puppers, ... and yeah?
Those are the heads of Ufrun, Lykath, Rak, and Dinar.
Varuna trod and swung without relent toward the circle, carrying by their silver scruffs the severed heads of her beloved wolves, severed from their dead bodies by her own hand. With one last ululating cry, Tuval's ritual reached its peak. Within the crypod, the child's eyelids fluttered, and Varuna staggered. In what scratchy stills survived in void-corrupted data masses, what I saw between child and Warframe was recognition. Tuval took some meager scrap of courage from this delay and reached for the bowl of Kuva, now boiling and steaming with weird energies. Varuna struck him aside and seized the energized Kuva, not for herself, but for her wolves. Holding it high, she doused herself and her slain packmates with it. Embraced by the seething crimson glow, connective tissue propagated. Sinew reached for bone, and within that marriage of occultism and science, she and her beloved wolves became one. Her brethren lived again in her. Varuna was now and evermore the heart of the pack. Cheated of his continuity, Tuval turned to flee. But his former warden was having none of it. Those who came after found nothing but gnawed bones, some of them unusually long, twisted within shreds of white gold raiments. Good. I did salvage one final image from those void-corrupted data masses, however. That of Varuna herself, striding back toward her craft, the child cradled in her arms. Curious.
And that's Varuna for you.
MHM.
Of the four wolves, so Ufrun, Lykath, Raksh, and Dinar. Which one of the four are your favorites? Oh, and there's Lua, by the way.
No pick fags, all good puppers.
And those are just cinematic. Here we go. Let's watch the cinematic, shall we?
No, I insist. You first. If you insist. How kind. How very kind. Kind? You must be thinking of my sister. Where is the fair lady, then? Should we deal her in? Well, she sort of lost her head the last we played. Oh? How scandalous.
My queen! Those track pro restless. Where are we to hunt?
To Lua.
Doggo's heads go zoom.
And funny thing is, each of her abilities are named after her wolves. Hence her having 4 passives. Shard of Dino. Fangs of Raksh. Lykoth's Hunt. And Ulfron's Descent.
Oh, that's sweet.
I actually want her. I already have her blueprint and a few of her other things. I am missing... Let me look. Go bottom here. Lorona. So I am missing her systems.
Lag.
You'll be okay, buddy. You'll be okay. And these 2 right here, Evadium and Circulus, these 2, are the missions you can get her parts from. I always like you running the Evadium solely because...
How do you get their systems?
Oh, it's a chance to drop, or if you have enough Thraxplasm, you can purchase them. Again, it's a blueprint.
The Orokin Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
And missions like these,
All manner of Orokin
Conjunction
technology may work
survivals.
here due to the Circulus's proximity. If you have enough mech, you may use it.
Have you been farming them recently?
Yes, I actually have. I already have some of the Seraphang parts, which is Vodaman's axe. Let me actually see what frames we have in here. Revenant Prime, Mesa Prime, and we actually have a Varuna in here. There she is. It's every 15 minutes is when we have a chance to get one of her parts.
That's right.
Frozen for like 3 minutes.
Oh, really? Is it back up and running now?
And I'm still frozen.
Try leaving and rejoining the stream. Oculists, great.
Those oculists are scanning for targets. The sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers. The sentient has adapted to your damage. Surprise them with something new. The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search. But if you need to leave, extraction is ready. These manifestations must not be allowed a foothold on Lua. Life support is at risk. Destroy them.
Thoraxplasm can be gathered from those manifestations. That one's a glitched one. Both of those are glitched ones.
still frozen, please. 0 home data work TT. Asterisk phone.
So now look at my health. And shield, I mean. Well, health and shield.
Sentient scouts. If they detect you, fighters will soon attack. The sentient has detected you. Fighters incoming.
Yeah, they're gonna be one shot. Oh, two shot actually.
It's
Hi.
as if the Void wants us to find this. Tenno, the Void has summoned a new presence and it craves our life support. Destroy these manifestations.
I didn't think I should have been able to go down there. Oh, actually, I was able to. Broken glass.
starting to work and I'm trying catch up using 2x speed.
Okay, so Knight for that. Okay, so Knight, just try and move it to the very front, or the closest you can get, and then just double tap. And it should fast forward you to the spot on that.
The treasures of the Orokin. Put them to better use than they did, Tenno. Void manifestations, drawn to this cursed place of stolen lives. They will drain your life support unless they are destroyed. Oculists, if they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind. They know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters.
I'm actually gonna check something here. Oh, I got the Seraphang handle. Sweet. So that's another weapon part down. 15 of those, because 5 spawn every way. For every 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, great. Riven Sliver. Yeah, Riven mods are actually really important in this game as well. Because if you have a Veiled Riven mod, you can actually sell it for a decent amount of platinum. It's also good for resource grinding.
The Grenier and Corpus came here in search of treasure, but only found oblivion. They are trespassers here. You are not. Void signatures, but outside the corrupted. They are draining your life support, and fast. Eliminate them quickly.
So down here. Grab that. More notifications of it.
Finally caught up.
Nice.
Sentient scouts. If they detect you, fighters will soon attack. The Sentient has detected you. Fighters incoming. Another job well executed.
Tenno. You will make an excellent hunter.
Okay, that. Now, I can go here.
Congrats on getting the handle BTW.
Thank you. And let me see what I actually needed for the Sarfang. I can build, I would. I'm gonna wait until I get Veruna first. Okay, yeah, I can't build it yet. I am missing 7 Luithrax Plasm. Let's actually go to the Zeramin, so I can show you where I got most of my stuff for Verona. Also, Nate, wanna know something about the Zeramin?
Do any of you know where the Zarian acolytes are hiding? They don't seem to be where I left them.
That Cephalon kind of ruined the surprise.
Sure.
The Zeramin is actually a school.
If the Archimedean seniors could see me now. So many intersections, planes and possibilities.
That's neat.
Hazard and luck and intent.
See? Also, this is Varuna's ranged weapon, the Paragon. And it's a multi-barrel sniper.
Cool.
And then this is very about this Arrowfang blueprint. Here are the 2 parts for it, and then these are the parts for the Paragon. Other than its blueprint. And then there's so many things. So Arcane Blessing and Arcane Rise. And then Primary Frostbite. And Conjunction Voltage.
My patience is almost endless.
Void Plumes?
Very well. Keep your secrets.
There. Now I'm maxed with these guys. I can go over here.
If it's useful, do it.
Void Angel's still trying to feed on the reliquary drive. How do... We should be doing more to
I
recognize
need
your work.
more of these. 1, 2, 3, that's when I can unlock that stuff.
We're all trusting in you.
But that'll have to wait. Oh, wait, hang on. Focus. Bizarre. I have focus in here.
Gorgas is
angry.
I may require maintenance after all.
There. Now, I can get more abilities. I sadly
Sorry
cannot.
for not responding. I'm going to be busy for a little bit.
It's okay.
back, sorry.
Sorry about that, I am back.
And things just froze again. TT Wi-Fi have mercy on me. Still data. Okay, so it should be good now. I just have to watch you on like 240 or 144 pages.
Mm-hmm. Wait a second. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream for Warframe, and then I'm gonna go to DC Universe Online and stream that for a bit, if that's okay.
Okay.
I'll see you in the next stream. Just give me a moment, okay? And stop